We're here to share with you the truth of what abortion is. As you pass by, you can probably see some of our signs. These are pictures of little children, babies who have been butchered for a blight. Abortion is murder. A murder from which people are getting rich. Right down the street, there's a man who can pay to murder innocent children. Their blood is shed. And consider, this is not just a problem issue. You can see that this little baby has little toes, little fingers, a child is alive. And yet he was slaughtered without due process of law. Our government is tyranny. Now we need to have due process of law before someone is deprived of their life, their liberty, possession, property. And yet these children, without due process, without being able to be tried, without any proof of or conviction of a crime that is worthy of death, they were slaughtered, execution in a cruel and unusual way. The Bible tells us, thou shalt not kill. God has the authority to say that because He is the author of life. And He has said, thou shalt not kill. Only He has the right to say when life is to be taken away. And He has told us very clearly that the hands that shed innocent blood are hated by Him. He says, cursed be he that taketh reward to slay an innocent person. And yet these children are innocent persons, and they have been murdered without cause. Life is to be defended, not destroyed. Our founding fathers understood this. They said, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life is the most fundamental right that we are given, and it's not given by the government. That right is given to us by our Creator. Therefore, the government does not have any right, any jurisdiction to choose when that has been taken away. But think about it. If you are not alive, it doesn't matter if you have liberty. A person doesn't care if they're in chains if they're dead. But we are guaranteed that right to life. You cannot pursue happiness if you're not alive. And yet we're taking away the fundamental right of these children without asking their permission, without convicting them of a crime worthy of death. People say, well, it's a woman's choice to do what she wants to do with her body. That might be so. But this baby is not her body, it's another body. A child's an own individual, his own blood type, his own DNA. This child is a complete different other soul. Therefore, it is never a right choice. No one has the right to have an abortion. The government can't give it, the U.S. Supreme Court can't give it, because no one has the jurisdiction to say it is okay to murder. Murder is never right. Murder is a wrong. If your neighbor is inconvenient to have around, does that excuse murdering them? If your neighbor is aggravating, irritating, agitating, does that give you license to go shoot them down? No way! Not at all! And yet because people don't want to be inconvenienced by a child that they usually have gotten because they've broken another of God's commandments, thou shalt not commit adultery, that they find themselves murdering the child for the God of self. Abortion is a human sacrifice to the God of self. And in America, we have committed this idolatry of making our own selves God and throwing God's law behind our back. Our country tolerates and even protects this practice. They have framed mischief by a law saying it is okay to murder someone as long as they're not born yet. Because if they're not born yet, then they're not a person. How ludicrous. That's ridiculous. We have a precedent in law that if a mother with child is killed, the murderer faces two death sentences. 2 deaths charges. He's killed 2 people. But if a mother wants to kill the baby, and it's not murder, that is unjust. That is bias. That is prejudiced against the life of the child. God says, thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. We are in judgment today. We are in danger of judgment. God must punish sin. The Bible tells us that righteousness exalts the nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. Our nation, our country is founded on biblical principles. But we have turned our back against the one who gave us this country. We have cast his law behind our backs. And we have sin, which is a reproach upon us. There is innocent blood on our hands if we do not do anything to stop the murder of innocent children. God says, open thy mouth in the cause of all, of the cause of the dumb, and the cause of all factors, and bring destruction. That is why I am here. Because God has commands me to open my mouth to let you know what's happening. That babies are being purchased for a price. Right in the street. So that you can wake up and do something about it. What will you do to stop this killing? To help protect these babies that are being murdered right in our own town? What will you do? Please remember these pictures. When you're drinking your coffee, when you're talking with your friends, when you're standing in the voting booth. And remember that life is to be defended, not destroyed.
Okay, I've got to go.
Okay.